Hey everybody, it's me, Cottage BK. I'm here to talk about my condition again, which is paranoid schizophrenia. Um, I wanted to make this little video about my experience with group therapy because I've recently started going to group therapy. Um, and I just wanted to discuss what I feel about it and, if it's effective or not. Um, and so I've only gone to about uh, three or four, something like that. Um, I just started, but it's a weekly thing. Um, so it's been 3, 4 weeks now. Um, and basically, it's it's refreshing. It's like because I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy meeting new people, but I find it hard to actually talk with them. You know about actually me because I don't like being open about that paranoid schizophrenia to everybody, um, or I haven't before anyway. Now I'm becoming more open about it, especially with this. So um, I just find it a lot easier afterwards. The risk, the reward is worth the risk. I think it is. That's the phrase or something like that. Um, I don't really know, but it's worth it in my opinion. Oh my god. Uh, I went really white. Yeah. Um, so again, okay, I'm just gonna keep staring. Uh, so what happens is I go and I have this fear that hey, look, they're gonna judge me or something like that, and I hear the stories of other people in the group, and I'm like, I'm not judging them, and they're being really open, you know, and the even the little bit that I give is still, giving to a conversation that we are having currently. And afterwards, it just feels like a relief to get it off my chest and just, be able to discuss how to get better with people who are, your peers. Whether it be another paranoid schizophrenic or um, just people dealing with depression or something. Um, uh, it's just it's just so nice to be able to work with a group to find something that'll help you feel better. Um, and to get all these different opinions from all these different people, it's really nice. Um, this week we talked about positive affirmations. So, um, just like nice things about yourself. Think about yourself in a good and positive way. What the I don't know, the person running the group did is that they got a paper and it said like, oh, compliments you've received, what you're good at, stuff like that. A few like 8 different sections with 3 different things that you could fill out. So you have to fill out three of like, oh, 3 compliments I've gotten or 3 things I'm really good at. And it was I it brought me back to a place where when I was applying for the honors program at the college I'm going to, I got accepted. Sorry. Um, I had to go and talk to a former teacher of mine, and I had to ask him for a letter of recommendation. But before he'd give me that, he asked me like, okay, look, I know you got a year off because I did take a year off of, between high school and college after I graduated. Um, he said, "What have you done? What did you do? What are you doing now? Why do you think you deserve to be in the honors program?" And I didn't really realize it until that point, but I'd done a lot during that year off. I did a lot of graphic design work, stuff like that, and I was able to really get a good amount of stuff done, and it felt amazing. Um, when I realized, I was like, wow, I really have done a lot. Huh? I talked to my girlfriend and everybody, and they're just like, yeah, you have. We've been telling you the whole time. And I'm just like, I guess I never realized it until I said it. Um, but it was like taking those words that everybody else has said and then like putting it like this has been said about me, so is it true? You know my mom always called me handsome, so you know anyway. So it was just cool. It was just really, really, really positive. It was just a good experience to finally be able to see myself in a good way, like the people who care about me have seen me. So, you know, it's cool. And in terms of a group, anyway, when you go there, there are some people who have it worse than you, or some people who aren't as fortunate as you, or stuff like that. And you're like, wow, they're here, they're functioning. They seem to be getting things done in their life stuff, in their life and stuff. So it gives you that kind of push to do it as well. In that environment, it doesn't feel like it's a competition. It feels like you know a collective. You're working together to find something to help you all. And you're giving certain things. You're giving like, hey, look, oh, I drink tea in the morning, and that makes me feel better because tea makes me feel better. And maybe someone's like, okay, maybe I'll drink tea, and then they have that moment where they sip the tea, and pinky out. They sip the tea, and they just are out looking out the window, and it's a nice sunny day, and that calms them down. That helps them. That's just an idea that you happen to be giving in that conversation, and that's what group therapy is. It's basically the same thing that you do with your therapist, but it's more people, and you don't feel like you're talking to someone who's sometimes I feel like my therapist is like someone who figured things out or something like that. You feel like you're talking to your peers, and it's really nice, um, or more so your peers. And then on top, going back to the positive affirmations, what it was like, hey, you should go in the mirror every day in the morning and be like, oh look, uh, you beautiful. I appreciate you. You love something like that, DJ Khaled stuff. But it it seems to have worked. I mean, I feel better about myself. I feel like it's it's making things a little bit easier to deal with. Um, and anything that helps is good in my opinion. So I guess what I'm trying to say is try group therapy if you haven't. It's working for me right now, and I hope it continues. Um, and yeah, I think that's it. I've ranted about quite a bit. I hope this helps somebody, and if it doesn't, I'm just trying. Um, Thanks for watching.